Hello everybody, this is Crash from NSA RPG, and I'm about to continue this series in the campaign because the other video of part 2 of the next video has been very laggy and hardly noticeable if anything's happening, so I have to do a new series. So I'm going to start off with the campaign. Hopefully you guys will sit back and enjoy this video. Alright, let's do this. Start off with the campaign, and I'm going to pick like I don't know what type of race I'll pick though. But let's see what type of things we can pick from. Most likely, the campaign, the first battle will go by fast, hopefully. And the main races that I will normally pick is the Imperial Guard and the Space Marines, and it's just started. So I'm gonna start a new game. I picked normal.
It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand the territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and zealous in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Well, there you have it. That was an introduction to all the races. They put well, I would normally pick Space Marines because they're like probably one of the strongest races out there. They said Sisterhood is probably one of the most feared races out there. The Tau Tau, wow. Okay, the Tau race is probably the most weakest race out there. And the Dark Elder, they're able to like summon strong units very fast, but they can't get any stronger after that. There's no stronger units after that, but they can destroy other races really fast during a battle. And the Chaos, they're ruthless, relentless. Their weak units are very weak, like really weak, but they can summon a lot of them, various in numbers. And I used to pick this race for. I was like the first race I picked because they just look epic. Look at his suit, skulls, pointy looking horns, and very big armor, electrifying, like just like a Super Saiyan or something, Super Saiyan 3. I don't know what to call it. And look at his face, no eyes, background is sexy, everything is great. That's what made me pick him in the first place. But Imperial Guard, Necrons, and the Orcs. Okay, those are all the races. I wouldn't pick the Orcs because I just despise them completely. It's like a grudge against them. I really don't like them. So what race would I start off with? Just for this series, I probably start off with Sisters of Battle. Between Sisters of Battle or Elder. Or maybe just pick the Space Marines. Yeah, let's pick the Space Marines. How about that? I never used that campaign before. It's the first time. Okay. So, our first battle.
Welcome to the single-player campaign of Dawn of War Soulstorm. These tutorial windows will guide you through the first 2 turns of play and introduce key features of the Dawn of War campaign mode. Your goal is to conquer all 4 planets of the Kaurava system. Each planet is made up of multiple territories which you will conquer one at a time. The campaign map is your primary interface for directing your troops' strategic moves. Individual battles are fought on the smaller-scaled battle map.
Well, I want y'all to hear that anyone interrupt, because that might be a very helpful tip to y'all, but I want to remove the rest of the help that pops up, because I basically know everything about it, but I never beat it before. So, it's still kind of new to me. So, right now, let me explain this. This is the strength. This is how strong the defenses are. And the requisition is basically how much you'll earn out of it. And the only way you can use requisition is between. Okay, we don't use that. That's explaining the life of this land and everything. But what this does is you're able to reinforce what I don't have yet. I gotta kill the Sisters of Battle in order for me to achieve the reinforcement button. But for now, well, maybe because I don't have any reinforcements, or it's just another way. I don't know completely. But this is what I'll get. Primarily, they be my primary troops every time I spawn into a different battle. They're gonna be there once I get that bonus. So once I attack, cause let me check the other one. See, that's more worth it. But the strength is 2, it's 50 plus, it's easier. This one is 3, 75 plus for requisition. Requisition could be pretty good for me, but I'm gonna go for strength for now. Just get that better unit right here. The enemy commander is a skilled combatant. The enemy force likely consists of basic infirmity. The enemy has a single base. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. Let's do it. Well, guys, welcome to my first battle. Let's do this. Alright, Trevivian Groves. It's like a plain looking playing field there. But remember, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, please. Really need the support here, and please make this channel big, and hopefully we get into Voxon. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, because I only went to the channel one time. I never heard of him, when my friend told me about them, I'm like, oh my god, they're looking very. It look like they have a lot of potential being very big, like huge channel. And I said, okay, let's